What's up, everybody? Brenden here from Pass the Controller, and today we're going to be checking out a small Swedish indie game called Voyage. This game is available now on Steam, but it is coming out later on PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and the Nintendo Switch on August 12th. So if you are interested in this game and don't want to play it on Steam or don't play games on PC, you can check this out on consoles later this week. But before we get into it, we will be probably playing at least the first half hour. I know usually for these we do first full hour, but we'll see how the game goes and where it takes us. But we'll do at least the first 30 minutes, if not the first full hour, and you'll get my live reactions to that as we go. So let's just get right into it. What initially piqued my interest with this game was that the art style looked gorgeous, and that's kind of what urged me to want to pick this up and give it a shot. So I'm excited to check this out. I believe it is a puzzle platformer, and I think you can also play this game co-op, which for this we'll be playing just myself, but I think hopefully before the full review we put on the podcast, we have a chance to play some co-op, but I'm not, with the small window of time between now and then, I'm not sure if we'll be able to play it beforehand. But so it looks like we're just in a little tutorial section letting us kind of understand the gameplay here. So it looks like X is like a join me or don't join me. A is I'm not sure. Y must be hint. Okay, and B is switch characters. Okay, so not sure. Looks like okay. Really good atmospheric music right now too. I'm really enjoying the vibe this game is putting out to start. I'm wondering if the D-pad does. No, I think the D-pad and joystick both do the same thing. Okay. I mean, these little fading things are making it seem like we need to push something or push this maybe? Yeah. That's what we're gonna do. Maybe I need to switch characters. I feel like we need to interact with this gem somehow. Or maybe we need to move all of the statues. Maybe that's the goal here. That is the goal. I do like games like this, where you're kind of just in a setting and you need to solve whatever the puzzle is with two different characters. As long as the puzzle design is good, these types of games are usually my jam. So, looking forward to see how this game plays out. And if that hint feature is always available while you're playing, I feel like that's a good sort of accessibility option for people who, if they get stuck. The thing with games like this that I find often is that if you I'm sure it is hard for developers to have to gauge how hard a puzzle is, and obviously everybody is very different, and it's hard to just kind of be like, yeah, as the game ramps up the puzzles might get a little more difficult, but certain things may not be as obvious to certain people, and the way that people interpret puzzles or levels may not always be the same, across a large swath of people. So having that ability to kind of nudge you in the direction readily available if you need that nudge, I feel like is a good feature to have, because there are definitely puzzle games that I love and stand by and will, happily recommend to people, but I've had to stop playing at a point and never finished it because I'm just not able to, get some of the later game puzzles. Baba's You is one of those games that immediately comes to mind, which I love that game, and I think it's a ridiculously amazing game, and I highly recommend it. But there's definitely a point of that game, about 3/4 of the way through, when I was like, yeah, I need to either just look up solutions to finish these levels or just call it quits here, because I can't finish this because I am not smart enough. And I don't know if they've added a hint feature at any point into Baba's U, but like that would be great there, because then I could continue to play it. The Witness is another one, where I got to a point in the game where I feel like I was struggling a lot more, and I feel like The Witness I could have maybe muscled through and figured it out. Baba's U, I think, gets a little more intense with the puzzles that they throw at you. But yeah, I mean, back to Voyage. This game is gorgeous. This art style is absolutely my cup of tea. Looks like you're playing in a painting or a drawing. I think with this style of game too, even if there wasn't a hint feature, the co-op nature of it, I think, would, assist you in being able to further yourself in the game, because you get someone helping you out. This music is really good. Not really sure what we're supposed to do next. Do I need to keep pushing this? Maybe I need to push it and not pull it. There it is. The music is very good. When I hit interact, it's just making me climb. It's not letting me pull this anymore. So I don't know if I'm doing something wrong. I just needed the extra weight, it looks like. I will say, with a hint system like that, I don't think it's bad. I think it does come down to a little bit of self-control, and I think that just really isn't on the developer. It's on you. But that temptation to be like, it's right there. Just press Y and figure out what's next, instead of trying to solve the puzzle. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing for the game. I think it boils down to you, knowing your abilities and not just getting frustrated right away, and trying to actually figure some stuff out before asking for help. But also, asking for help is totally fine, because some people just want to enjoy the journey or the voyage. It's another one of those little yellow beings right there poking behind the trees. It's trying to give me a hint or a clue as to what to do. Aha, there we go. Hmm. So I just noticed that on both of these interactions here, the screen gets like cinema view, like black bars on the top and bottom. So I'm wondering if that always pops up when... No, it didn't pop up there. But I'm wondering if that's like a visual cue to kind of give you some awareness, environmental awareness of like, oh hey, there's something to interact with in this section that you're standing in. I mean, I'll say it again, this game is gorgeous. I'm really digging the art style. I really, really enjoy the music so far. It's, it's atmospheric, but also, like, definitely get a little, like, Zelda vibes. A little, fantasy vibes. I'm enjoying that aspect of it for sure. Alright, so the achievement unlocked. Discover first mural. Is this telling me a story? Or giving me a puzzle solution? Well, ignore that very loud car that just drove by. I mean, there's definitely some sort of story being told on this mural. Oh, I just gave my partner a hug. I can't tell if these are supposed to be people or like different types of beings. Like right there, it looks kind of like a frog. We touched that one. Is there another one here or something that I'm missing? Nothing to touch there. We turned this one on, right? Yes, we did. Oh, tell me we gotta pull it all the way over here. This is a little silly. I don't love things like that where it's just like, drag this thing very slowly across this thing. I hope there are not more puzzles like that. So I believe there's no dialogue and no text in the game, so I'm curious. Like, I'm definitely curious about what is going on and what the voyage that these characters are on is, and what conclusion I will come to by the end of the game. And then curious to kind of read online if other people have different interpretations of what is going on in this game. Unless it just makes it clear what's happening at some point, which is also possible. Like, are these like rock people? I'm not really sure. That made some sort of bubble thing? Gotta tap all these hand things? Did I miss one of those hand things? It appears as though I did. Okay, so I had a feeling that like ghost at the end was telling me to go back. Yes, okay. That's when I had walked up to him initially. It looked like he pointed behind me, so that's a good little visual cue. Again, I could have pressed Y and got the solution, but I am going to try to avoid doing that whenever possible. But no shame if that is how you play. Alright, so this seems like the first section so far where I'm going to need to split them up in order to solve the way forward. That's interesting. Hmm. Interesting. Crystallized. Complete chapter 2. I'm curious. I don't know if they are secret, but let's see. So it looks like there's maybe 8 chapters. Okay. So, I mean, again, if there's 8 chapters, we just finished chapter 2. I don't think any of the puzzles have been that hard, necessarily. But they also don't have to be, because, well, this is what I'll say as of right now, as we're playing this game, you know, for the first time at this point of the game. if the game stays with this, enjoyable. Well, I don't expect the art style to change, but if it stays with this, pleasurable art style, soothing music, just good vibe to be in, even if the puzzles never get super challenging, games like this definitely for me still have specific places to be played because, this is a game that I could see myself just enjoying, to relax, have a good time, have a soft vibe type of night. Like those games definitely have their place for me. Not every puzzle game needs to be this super challenging, need a pencil and paper to write things down. Not everything needs to be that. And it seems so far that this game isn't trying to be that. It's just trying to be a fun, relaxing, co-op puzzle game. But we also are early, so the game could just be in these stages, trying to teach us some of the basic puzzle mechanics of the game, and then as we get into later chapters, it may ramp up after it's kind of giving you the basis of what kind of puzzles it will have. I don't know if that's going to happen, but that could be where things are at right now. Or, again, it could just be a chilled out experience. There's room in the world for both. It's a nice change of scenery since we've been mostly in like woodlands, forest area. So now we're maybe gonna get to some hills, maybe the coast. I mean, yeah, without having played through the full game yet, I can't make this statement fully until I've, seen what the game has to offer. But even if, again, like I said, the puzzles don't get super demanding, this game to me so far is worth at least an initial playthrough for just the vibe, just the music, the art style. This actually would probably be a really great game to play for me to play with my partner because she doesn't really play a lot of games, but this could just be something, nice and just relaxing for us to go through together. And I think she'd also enjoy the art and music. So Am I supposed to be following this animal? I have no idea. So I'm assuming this will be the end of this chapter then. So I'm trying to read into the story a little bit, at least, or at least what's going on. I don't know if we're dealing with, like, passing into the afterlife, or helping, like, the spirits of the forest or the environment out. Caring. So that name of that chapter was Caring. I wonder if that is a clue as to the theme the game is trying to discuss. And maybe I'm reading too much into it. Maybe the game isn't trying to discuss anything. But I have a feeling that there might be at least, some sort of underlying story going on here. I think at this rate, maybe we'll play through this chapter and then we'll call it there and wrap this video up at that point. Sorry, there's a loud truck going by again. wasn't expecting some sort of shift in environment to this. You know, scientific, whatever, laboratory, or whatever this may be, spaceship. Who knows? Don't think I'm supposed to go there. Is it going to let me? It is not. Let me close that door off. I don't need fire spreading. Before we use the elevator again, we'll check this other side. Okay, here's a map, it looks like. So I'm wondering if we're going to have to split up and do something at the same time on different levels. So it looks like we are on, like, this second row above my head right there. That looks like that's where we are, and we have to get to the end. So we're gonna need to... What does that do? Oh, maybe we need to figure out how to turn the power on for this door. So we'll go down another level. Let's see what we can do down there. See what's behind us. More fire, so we'll just not open that door. Seems like not a good idea. Alright, so we're on the first level. Backside of us is fire again, and this door looks locked. Okay, so let's go to the top floor. Part of me wants to keep the other character down here because I feel like I'm going to need to maybe activate something on a different floor and then also do that, but we'll go to the top first. Just in case there's a puzzle I need both of them there for. But I have a feeling we're going to have to split up in order to solve this. Alright, so the top floor, the left side is not on fire. Is there anything over here? Oh, this is where we started, I believe. Okay. So on the middle and bottom floor, the right side has a locked door. Is this going to also be locked? It looks locked. Huh. So we need to interact with something. Can we go up again? I don't think there was another floor. No. Okay. So maybe there was something we could interact with on that main console over here? Okay, so that opened this door. And I think it locked the door behind us. So maybe we need to analyze this map. So it looks like this floor has 3 ways forward. The other 2 floors have only 1 and then nothing. That's open now. How do we get back up there? That's the question. Is this elevator going to be working? Wondering if we're gonna have to split up still. I feel like we're gonna have to. Maybe one of us is gonna have to stay at that console. Okay, so now if we do this, what does that do for us? Okay, well now we can at least get to the next one on the top. I don't know. Are we supposed to just go straight? And it looks like it's a dead end. And it looks like below us is on fire, so let's go up a floor, I guess. That's also on fire, so we probably can't go forward here, would be my guess. I don't think there's another way up. Okay, so we'll go down twice. Can we teleport this with us? Yes, we can. There's that little spirit animal, little forest spirit, little fox guy. Which makes me think we might be nearing the end of this chapter. So these yellow crystals seem to have some sort of like, I don't know, not like teleportation, but vision, like able to let you see visions or see past events or something. I appreciate their idle animations. They're very cool. Alright, let's interact with this fox and see if it pulls us into a new area. The other character is gone. I can't even switch to them. Hmm. We are at the hour. Oh, what's this book all about? Oh, is this like chapter select? Maybe. Yeah, it looks like it. So this seems like a good place to end things here. At least for the first hour. I'm digging it so far. It's, probably not an experience that would be for everybody. And so far, again, except for the ship part, the puzzles haven't been too demanding, I don't think. But I don't think that's a negative against the game. I just think that's the type of puzzle game you have to be interested in if you want to be, like, very challenged with puzzles. So far, this is not that type of game, but it is definitely an enjoyable experience so far. I'm looking forward to finishing it. I'll probably finish it today and work on my thoughts on how I feel about it after that. But we'll definitely, after I finish this, we'll be talking about it on the podcast. So you can look forward to my thoughts in detail there, outside of what I talked about today on this video, and maybe some written stuff as well on the website. So you can look forward to our full thoughts on the Pass Controller podcast, which is our weekly show, which we have new episodes every week. So the next episode that comes out, which I believe is 328, should probably have me talking about this on there. And then you may also see some written stuff from me as well over at passthecontroller.io. But thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed this game. It, again, will be coming out on the, let me pull up the exact date so I don't give you the wrong information. It will be releasing on August 12th on PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, as well as a Nintendo Switch. It is already available on Steam if you want to play it there, but you can look forward to that. And until next time.